everybody, Kevin here. Welcome back to another episode of Woodworking with Mr. Kevin. Today we're going to talk about something very important, something slippery, something that will help you be safe on all of your tools and will protect your tools and it'll make it just amazing. So we're going to talk about a few things here. One is the end of an era. Johnson Paste Wax. They don't make this anymore. I've used this for almost 35, 40 years now. It's gone. I looked on Amazon the other day because I couldn't believe it. You could buy it. You could buy a can of this, Johnson's Paste Wax, for $234.
What?
Somebody's ripping people off. But that's what they want per can, and you can actually go to Amazon and check it out. That's what I saw the other day. I don't know why Johnson Paste Wax doesn't make this anymore. They used to use this on the floors when I was a kid, buff up the floor. It smelled kind of weird because it's petroleum based. Say goodbye to Johnson Paste Wax, everybody.
No boogers.
It was good while it lasted. So that went by the wayside, and I'm like, all right, I better try something else since it's going bye-bye. And everybody's like, oh, try this, min-waxed, whatever the hell it is, paste finishing wax. This sucks. This dries up, it's hard to get off, it's kind of pasty. Johnson's is the best for anything metal. Your joiner, your planer, your edge sander, which I'm gonna show you here in a minute, because it got all rusty and gnarly, and your table saw, your band saw, anything with a metal surface like this was the key. This, I tried, and it sucks. So what are we gonna use? I live in a very humid place, right? I live in Humboldt, and it just rained all night, about an inch. Humid as hell right now. Everything in my shop rusts. If you leave it set long enough, it'll rust. It sucks, not good. You know, you look online, you look on the YouTubes, you look at all these places and like, what the hell am I gonna do now? And then I was watching somebody's video, I don't know where it was, and I found this. This is BWC company. This says it does not contain silicone or beeswax. I'm gonna double up. There we go, look at that. All right, so this stuff here, this is an honored recipe that's been around for over 100 years. For furniture makers, architects, museum curators, artists nationwide, refinishers. If you want to wax your hardwood floors, you can do that. So this does the same thing that this does right here. Pretty much. It's made by Johnson & Johnson. They probably got too rich making the shots and decided not to do this anymore because the environmental situation is bad. Kind of ironic, isn't it? This is great for floors, furniture, antique, metal, leather, concrete tiles, wood floor, drawer slides, musical instruments, and industrial machinery. What the hell? And we're gonna try this out. I got a really bad rusty spot on that edge sander. I'm gonna show you. This formula's been around for over 100 years and made by the BWC company. Anybody ever seen this stuff before? Bowling alley wax. I never heard of it. I saw somebody using it on some video somewhere and it was like they were cleaning their metal top on their freaking table saw with bowling alley wax. I'm like, I gotta get me some. $28. Almost the same price as this. This used to be like $23, $24. We're gonna try this today, bowling alley wax, and we're gonna do the whole 9 yards. I got me a pair of greasy gloves right here because this is gonna be greasy. Let's open it up and see what it smells like, shall we? We shall. Oh, woo. Smells kind of like Lysol. I did poke at it once. I just opened it up and stuck a rag in there and smelled it. I think I wiped it on my bandsaw just to see how it kind of reacted. Smells like Lysol, kind of. This smells more like petroleum. This smells more like Vicks Vapo Rub. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this that I did with Johnson Paste Wax. I'm gonna go get a 3M pad and we're gonna wipe this down because I got a lot of joining to do. See all this redwood? 160 linear feet of redwood to base joint and plane down. Put some on there right there, schmutz. And away we go. It actually looks like it's cleaning it. Usually I get a little bit of topical rust on this guy because it's sitting out here and it's got a 12 inch wide bed and it's like 93 inches long and it tracks a lot of rust. If I don't do this like at least once every couple of weeks, it's a nightmare. Doesn't smell too bad. Like I said, it smells like Vicks Vapo Rub. Oh, look at that. And it's taking off something that was black on here. All right, just rub it on there, 3M pad. That looks pretty good. Take one of these guys. See how black it is. That means it's cleaning. If it's red, it was rusty. If it was black, it's cleaning the metal, the oxidation, since that's white paste, right? Feels totally familiar. It feels just like putting on that Johnson Paste Wax. Look at that. It's cleaning the metal. Cleaning and protecting. So, for $28, you get that bowling alley wax made by BWC company. You can probably find it on the Amazon. I think that's where I found it. Or I might have went to BWC and on their website or something. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, look at that. Yeesh. And usually what I do is I'll let it dry a little bit. After I've wiped it down, I'll let it dry. And yeah, it feels slickery. Feels slickery as slickery can get. Oh, this would be amazing. You got to wax your tools. Like I have places on here, like right here. I got to turn you down somehow. Okay, can you see that? So I've got places like right here and right here that are dark. There's a dark line like right here also. And the Johnson paste wax didn't really clean that much. See, look at that right there. See the rust right there? Ugh, look at that. That's what happens if you don't do this every couple of weeks here in Humboldt. Now I haven't cleaned these teeth, these little fork things right here, ever. They probably need to be done. But I tell you, the rust that was over here is now gone. And here's this had rust on it. Probably haven't cleaned it in a month. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this up here a little bit. This really doesn't accumulate rust, but it does get sticky after you've ran a bunch of boards across it a bunch of times. Okay, turn that inside out. There we go. I'm gonna wipe this down a little bit. Yeah, it comes off pretty easily. The Minwax is very, very sticky. Look how gnarly that is. The Minwax is just terribly sticky. Look how filthy that is. That is taking the garbage off the damn metal. I'm gonna get done right here. I'm gonna finish this up off camera, and then we're gonna set up and show you my edge sander, because it rained and the rain got into the on top of my edge sander. You'll see. Yeah, it feels super slickery nice. All right, everybody, here we go. Look at this mess. Not sure when it happened, but nasty. This has happened before. You can see the lighter color. This was navel jelly because I needed to get the rust off. This just happened like within the last week. So if water hits any of your metal tools like this, it won't take but a couple days and you'll have rust everywhere. So I don't know how well this beautiful bowling alley wax is gonna work. I'm gonna try it. First, I'm gonna just wipe this down. You see that? That's rust. Just rust and dust. Now I'm not gonna do anything other than use this 3M pad. Let's start back here. I'm just kind of work our way up. Now, I don't know if it's going to disappear or not. I've never used it to take off this much rust ever. Well, this would be a great test right here. I'm going to let it sit on there a second too. This is one of the tools that I barely use. I thought when I bought it, I'd use the edge sander a lot. It's very good for curved things like the ass end down here. So if you're thinking about buying an edge sander, think about what you're going to use it for. You can do the same amount of work with belt sander. If you have a belt sander already, you just got to clamp a piece in and do it by hand. You get really good at that part. So if you're going to spend the $1,500, whatever these things cost, and I build a lot of custom stuff. I don't use this, but maybe once or twice a month. But when I use it, it comes in super handy, and it's just amazing. This isn't an amazing edge sander. It's a jet, but it does work. Before we do any of this, I want to see how this looks over here. Take this guy right here and wipe her down. Got to do the crack. Always remember to do the crack. And you're gonna get it on your belt. It doesn't really matter that much. You just take your booger bar and clean that shit off. Black, look at that. Ugh. That's pretty fantastic. So that works pretty good. All right, here we go on the gnarly one here. Oh man, that feels nasty. Ugh, terrible. Put more on. I might actually go and buy another can of this, or two cans, before it disappears off the market. Yeah, it feels pretty damn good. Gotta wax your crack, dude. That's the way it works. An edge sander, I always use it for curved parts, making curved parts, sometimes sanding wide boards like the end grain or something. But for the most part, I use this end down here for curves. Inside curves, outside curves, whatever. Any kind of curve you can think of, this is what I use. I use it a lot for making jigs. I thought I'd use it a lot more for other things. Like some people like to edge sand the doors when they have inset doors, but I found that this is a piece of crap and it rounds everything over, so it makes it kind of cupped from one end to the other. It kind of takes the ends off more than it takes the middle off. The platinum's a piece of crap. It's just a piece of metal. It's not really thick. It's not a board. It's not like the other super high-end edge sanders. It's just the difference between $5,000-$6,000 edge sander and a $1,500 edge sander. It might be even more money now. I don't even know. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Yeah. How nasty that is. All right. So is it super clean and beautiful? Let me get my light. Maybe that'll help. Maybe you can see better. Let me turn this down maybe. See that? That was from navel jelly because I had a real huge puddle. Can't really get the light that good. But yeah, you can see the rust is gone. And it's slicker than snot. Beautiful. Here, let me, brand new paper towel. Now look how clean that is. Getting no dirt, super smooth and beautiful. I couldn't recommend it more. You see it right there? Bowling Alley Wax. And it's made by BWC Company, right there. So for your metal tools, whether it's an edge sander, a joiner, table saw, drill press, bandsaw, a planer, whatever it is, this stuff's good. They're not a sponsor. I just happened to see this on a video I was watching, and the guy had a can of this, and I had to actually go back and stop it and screen save it on my computer and then looked it up. I've been waxing my tools for the whole time I've been woodworking, so it needs to be done, especially if you live in a humid place like I do. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Subscribe now.